viewers, and a hearty welcome to the electrifying Web3 Family Conference Barcelona. My name is Nari, representing SimpleSwap, and I'm honored to have Jose Luis Muñoz-Tapia from UPC Barcelona as our special guest today. Hello. How have you been so far? How's the day treating you?
Very, very well. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for the invitation here.
It's always a pleasure. What brought you here to the conference?
Well, I know the organizer and many of the community around Barcelona, so I think it's an event in which I must assist. So to meet friends and the community and so on. So ex-students. So it's a really nice conference.
Amazing.
And also the technical conferences are also really good. So it's a must-go event for me.
So guys, Jose is the Director of Mastering Blockchain Technology at the UPC Barcelona, which is one of the top technical universities in Spain. That's why he's got a lot to uncover for us during this conference. So what motivated you to start exploring these blockchain technology, Web3, etc.?
In fact, I was working in applied cryptography and networks and security in the internet, in different networks. And at some point, I had a PhD student that was interested in blockchain and cryptocurrencies, and I said, "Well, it was a topic that I haven't addressed before," and said, "Well, let's start." Mm-hmm. Curiously, the student didn't finish the PhD finally, but I get into the topic, and you know, when you start doing blockchain, I mean, at the beginning you like it, but finally either you love it or hate it, but in my case, it was love because
love at first sight, and you know.
It's like, now the things that I've been studying, like all these applied cryptography, maths, networks, programming, everything is in blockchain. So
let's imagine I'm a student. How would you convince me to start studying blockchain technology, and why should the student consider studying blockchain technology in general?
In general, I must say that I don't have to convince anybody because our master has some limited amount of positions, and then we are full year by year right now. So, but if I have to convince you, well, the idea is for technical people is very motivated with blockchain. But in our master, we have a percentage of the students, a small percentage of the student, we accept a small percentage of the student which don't come from the technical, don't have a technical background.
Okay, so what percentage of students come with a technical background and what not?
I would say 80–90% is technical, and then 50%, 10%, 20% is from more the business, let's say, business part. And then with these students, I have an interview. So, and I want to see if they are motivated and interested, because they will need more time than technical people. Mm-hmm. And really, they are really interested. They are trying to compete to get a position on the master, because
absolutely true. Well, I've got a personal question to you. Mm-hmm. Out of all those enrolled in a program, what's the percentage of women?
Women is...
I may ask.
Yeah. The master started at 2018, and now we are in 24, so we have like 6 editions. Mm-hmm. And we have had like 4 women among 80 students, so the percentage is really small.
That's so little, actually. Women, please beware. Blockchain is the future. We have to take the front and just make things happen. What's the state of the current, blockchain technology adoption in Spain?
To begin, blockchain is global. It's difficult to say how it is going in a specific country, because, what I can say is that there are many projects that have started with entrepreneurs and technical people that was based in Spain. So I think regarding projects, many of the projects that are currently running on the blockchain ecosystem, they are led by Spanish people, and in particular, we have a very cool community here in Barcelona.
Any names of those Spanish founders? Any names?
Well,
renowned worldwide?
The project, in fact, this is a project in which I personally am collaborating. We have a collaboration project between my university and Polygon Zika IBM.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
The lead is Jordi Bailina, who is an engineer that studied in the same university in which I teach. So we had a friendship relationship previously, but now this is the project in which with which the master in fact has more relationship. In fact, finally, Jordi right now is like the co-director. So he's our co-director. So some of the students of our master went to the team of the CKBM, and now some people of the CKBM team is a teacher also.
This actually sounds like quite a promising career growth opportunities, right?
Yeah, and not only this project, and then we have, I don't know, some more projects here that are also asking for, engineers that that finish our program.
So I am a foreigner, and my question is, what makes Spain as a great destination for studying blockchain technologies, and why not launching crypto startups?
In general, Spain, I don't know, let me talk about Barcelona specifically because I live here, but you have all the good things of Barcelona. I mean, exactly. the weather, the beach, the food.
Barcelona is Spain too, right?
Yeah, it's Spain. It's Spain. It's Spain.
Yeah.
So, it is not so expensive, and blockchain companies are mostly decentralized online. So now you have the opportunity to live wherever you want. Barcelona definitely is a great city.
I want to know, what actually do you guys do to keep up to date with the latest advancements and industry trends?
Here, the key are the teachers. I mean, we have all the teachers that are teaching in our program. They are professionals currently working on the space. So they are teaching. I mean, they teach the topics that they work in the day by day. So they know what things are changing, and they change the contents according to for the next year. I mean, they are updating every day because blockchain is a non-stop area in which advances are really quick. So you have to be there. So I think our secret is that teachers are really working on the space, and they are updated.
Staying up to date.
Yeah, they also update the content. I mean, the master has a base which is more or less the same year by year, but many things are changing because the ecospace is also changing.
So, what are those 3 top features that sets you apart from similar programs?
Well, first, I would say that it's a technical program. Yeah. I mean, you can find a lot of masters that are non-technicals, that are more from the point of view of business applications and so on. So our master is focused on the technical aspect of the blockchain. Yeah. So this is different. And regarding this, I would say that probably we are one of the top 5 masters in the technical stuff. Definitely in Spanish, because he's teaching Spanish. I would say that we are one of the few masters that are teaching Spanish.
So I definitely see that sets you apart. It's one of your unique selling proposals. Anything else that you would like to distinguish?
And then, we focus a lot on programming. And the other thing that distinguishes us is because we have also a focus on cryptography. I mean, we have a big subject that is cryptography. And this is because I think that the future are public blockchains. And since the blockchain is public, you need some way of combine the transparency of the blockchain with the privacy. Mm-hmm. So you need cryptography there. We focus a lot on cryptography, zero-knowledge proofs, and all these technologies that allow to use in a private way a public infrastructure like a public blockchain.
That sounds like.
And then the last thing is that currently we are we have a lot of hours. You have a lot of hours with a teacher. So we teach part of the master is online, but in real time, live. And then you can follow this completely online, or you can follow it also with a part that is in person here in Barcelona. So you have the 2 options. You can follow any class at your home, or there are some classes that you can come here and know the teachers and so on.
How many students do you have currently?
Our is limited to 25 per year.
25 students.
25 per year.
In master. So this means that it has to be really top 25 people.
We select the people that.
That's quite a good criteria, I should say, right? That's awesome. I've got another question regarding what kind of practical experiences does the program incorporate in terms of internships or maybe some other industry opportunities?
I mean, as we don't plan any. I mean, there is no regulated, let's say, internships or whatever. But what we do essentially is to have a pool of offers. I mean, people come to the master, all companies around know different teachers, and then we just offer these to the students. I mean, this is a master that can be followed as you work. So we are not like, we assume that everybody's working, more or less. And then we just offer new job opportunities related with blockchain so they can change if they want. And the other thing is that there is a final project. And the final project is thought like a small startup around a product. In fact, this has become a reality for some teams. I mean, we had some companies that were initially they started as a project in our master.
Oh, that's awesome. And then they turn into a success story.
Yeah, we have several success stories.
That's awesome. Could you please tell me a little bit more about your success stories? Any names, any projects you've been able to launch?
I think we have a consultancy company, which is called Eselios, for example. We have a project that started as a game, football game,
nice.
which was called Free Bears. I don't know if they keep the name. There were other people. I don't know the state currently that they were doing real estate in Andorra, tokenizing real estate in Andorra, and this was the final project in our master. There is another team that was doing like another game about sports. I can't remember the name. So we have several.
It's already quite promising. A whole list of success stories. That's awesome. Are there any companies that are in the lookout of potential candidates from your graduates?
Every year, like 4, 5, 6, 7 companies are asking people from our master.
Okay. That's interesting. So looking ahead, in terms of time, what advancements do you see that might happen within 2 to 5 years' time with the industry, and how that will impact the industry as such?
In fact, it's related with the project that I'm working. I'm collaborating with Polygon zkVM, which is the trend in Ethereum right now, that is create these layers 2. And the idea is that if they really have success and they make the network scale, essentially we will have a lot of, we will be able to do a lot of transactions very cheaply and without consuming too many resources. So this may enable a lot of applications that right now are not possible because of the price. I don't know, more tracking using the blockchain, more gaming. I mean, maybe organizing ourselves with blockchain. I mean, the thing of the scalability is right now an issue. I think that blockchain has 2 main constraints right now that are scalability and legal. And when these 2 aspects progress a little bit, we will see more applications in every aspect of our lives, probably. So I think
that's quite interesting.
These layers 2 are one way of allowing the blockchain to be able to implement more applications there.
So do you agree that a blockchain is the future or blockchain is the present?
Difficult question. I would say it's the present because it's running, but definitely it will be the future. I mean, for sure, in the future, we're going to use it more and more. I mean, this is a trend that, maybe it's not the growth of the community and application is not as fast as we thought at the beginning.
Yes.
But it's growing year by year. So definitely it's the future. Currently, it's also the present. We have many things, but maybe not as many as I thought at the beginning. Maybe we are going a little bit slower than I thought, but definitely it's a technology that came to stay.
So what has to be done to make it a bit quicker?
I think these 2 aspects that I was saying. I mean, scalability. We need to do. We need networks that are able to do more transactions per second and in a cheap way, and we also need some legal frameworks so that applications that need some regulation that are enabled. Okay? So these are the main constraints I would say that blockchain is facing.
Thank you very much. Now it's time to ask a couple of questions regarding the crypto market in general. I want to know your thoughts personally. So what do you think? What's your prediction on the crypto market now?
Well, the first thing I must say is I'm an engineer with applied cryptography, so I'm not,
Well, still, as an
maybe
engineer.
I'm but I think the market is healthy, and what I've been seeing in the last months is that this bear market is like is waking up, and I expect to have a good next few years. So this is my expectation, but I'm more from the point of view of the engineering, so I'm not so sure about what is going to happen.
Well, anyways, your predictions are for the better.
Yeah, I think we're in a good way. Yeah, I think we're in a good position, and the market is going to go up, I think.
So can you name your favorite crypto projects to watch over? Can you name your favorite crypto projects to visit, to try?
Yeah. Well, my favorite crypto project right now is ZKBM of Polygon, because I'm working on this, but this is just platform infrastructure. Okay, so and I must say that I'm really inside this project. So I'm currently I don't have much time to see other projects, but I like projects in different aspects. I like DeFi projects.
What's your top favorite out of them?
Of all the projects?
Yes.
Well, I like, for example, automated market makers. I like to do my exchanges with a smart contract, for example. So all these DeFi projects, I find them really interesting. And I also like the way in which they are able to govern all the parameters in a decentralized way. And yeah, I find them technically very interesting. So DeFi definitely is a topic that I like. But yeah, there are many projects there. I don't know, which compound.
We'll have an iPhone. Nobody knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Of course, but we are all actually optimistic about the future, and we believe that things will be for the good.
Okay.
So then the question of the day. The question of the day is that, do you think that Bitcoin will hit 100K this year?
And how how much is this right now? I think it's around 60.
It used to be quite low, but
like that.
During the past few days it went down. But anyways, I want to figure out, what do you think about the future that has to happen?
Yeah. But my answer is I don't really know. It's difficult to say, but yeah, I'm most optimistic. Let's say yes. Okay. But,
okay. Would you invest in Bitcoin, or have you invested ever?
I have invested a little bit in Bitcoin, but since I work mostly on Ethereum, most of my investment is in Ethereum, and yes.
So what's your message to the people who are watching us now, and what exactly would you like them to know out of this conference?
Well, this conference is really nice, with a lot of very good technical discussions. If you want to learn about blockchain and know what people is doing, come to the conference and see what people is saying, because here we have the main people that is working on the blockchain eco space. If you know nothing about blockchain and you want to start learning step by step in a slow way, you can do some program like a master or a program on blockchain. But these conferences are really good, because in a few days you get more or less the idea of what people is building. So
what's happening in the market?
What is happening in the market? What people is building, and how applications are evolving, all this stuff. So it's really interesting, and you will also meet people here. So it's also, if you want to build something, you will be in contact with people that is building projects too. Okay, thank you so much for the invitation, and really nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you
a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.